We have gotten our first official look at Toy Story 5. At a New York press event, Pixar revealed two major images from this new Toy Story 5. This image with a bunch of Buzz Lightyears stranded from a shipping container on a beach, and this image of Buzz, Jessie, and Bullseye staring at Bonnie's new favourite toy, confirmed name Lilypad, which just so happens to be an iPad. Interestingly, both of these images show the confirmed villains for Toy Story 5. So today we're going to analyze these images to see if we can work out what on earth is happening. At this event, Pete Docter described Toy Story 5 as Woody and his friends will be facing tech-related challenges. And we've known about this since the first promo image of the toys looking at Bonnie playing with her iPad, that this film is going to be the toys versus the iPads, reflecting today's culture of the iPad kids, where kids don't want to play with traditional toys, but instead technology. And with every Toy Story, it will be the toys working out their place in this new world, because if they aren't played with, they will be forgotten. We've seen this in pretty much every Toy Story, most notably in Toy Story 3, where the toys are struggling when a child has grown up and stopped playing with them, and the lengths they go to in order to be played with. And looking at this image, considering Woody isn't there, it looks like this is taking place right near the beginning of the film, where I imagine Bonnie gets her first ever iPad, and the toys are shocked that a device can come to life. And I imagine that the toys will try to help it adjust to its new life, similar to what they did back with Buzz in the first Toy Story, but just looking at this iPad's happy eyes, it's giving the vibes of a Lotso Hugging Bear, where it will likely be a shock twist that it will turn on the toys as it becomes Bonnie's favourite toy. And then we have our secondary villains, which we've known for a while are going to be an army of Buzz Lightyear toys, which this image here shows a bunch of Buzz Lightyear boxes being stranded after a crash shipping container. At the New York event, people were shown the first 2 minutes of this film, and they described it as one of these toys then awakens and wakes up the others, and the toys soon begin to work together in a style reminiscent of Lord of the Flies. The Buzz toys build a fire and then notice the starry night sky, which prompts one of the toys to say star. Another toy then follows with command. All the toys then begin to chant star command before they then build a raft. The footage ends with the Buzz toys sailing off toward the stars in the distance. Now, originally I thought this was going to be similar to the beginning of Toy Story 2, which shows Buzz in an action sequence, but it is revealed that it's actually just a video game. But since we know that these Buzz toys are going to be actual villains, I do think that this scene is actually taking place in the real world. We know from when Buzz first was revealed, and when Buzz encounters another Buzz in Toy Story 2, and when Buzz is reset in Toy Story 3, that Buzz Lightyear toys are programmed with a default factory setting that they believe they are the real Buzz Lightyear. And since we know this film is about facing tech-related challenges, I reckon these Buzz Lightyears wake up thinking they are the real Buzz Lightyear, but they are a new version of the toy, a modern day Buzz Lightyear toy with modern technology, similar technology to the ones that the iPad uses. And it's this technology that gives them this destructive power. But then the big question is, how are these things related? And these are only concepts. We're still missing the main premise of Toy Story, which are toys getting lost and trying to get back to their owner. Toy Story 1, Woody and Buzz are lost and try to get back to Andy. Toy Story 2, Woody is lost, so the toys venture out to find him to try and get him back to Andy. Toy Story 3, all of the toys get lost at Sunnyside and try escaping back to Andy. Toy Story 4, Forky leaves, so Woody and Buzz become lost in the theme park and have to get back before Bonnie leaves. So there needs to be some form of toys getting lost and trying to get back to Bonnie or Andy. And these images give us some ideas as to what might happen. Perhaps the most basic answer is Bonnie decides to get rid of her toys because she loves Lilypad so much. Or maybe it's more manipulating than that. Because we see in this image Lilypad communicating with the toys and showing them different messages, likely from other sources of technology. Maybe Lilypad manipulates the toys to leave because it receives a message about another toy, perhaps the toy who is currently away from them, none other than Woody, maybe? Maybe Woody is dealing with all of the Buzz Lightyear technology drones, and since the toys are dealing with the iPad, that is what then brings them together. And then if the Buzz toys are made from the same technology as LilyPad, can they then communicate with each other? Do they end up contacting each other? And all of this, I reckon, will lead to the toys realizing they should return back to their true owner, Andy, and I really hope that is the case. Honestly, if they do Toy Story 5 without Andy being present, I think it's just going to be such a missed opportunity. But what do you guys think about all of this? Do you think these are cool villains for this new Toy Story film, having an iPad as a villain and having all of these Buzz Lightyear drones as villains? Or do you reckon that they should stop with Toy Story and we shouldn't get Toy Story 5 at all? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments on what you think the plot of Toy Story 5 is going to be like. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure that you smash that like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, we've been here on Gated Theories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.